Asia One, the only international media house with a pan-Asia presence, has pioneered the great work of listing research-based brands and leaders in India, Asia, Middle East and Africa. The prestigious award, now in its 14th edition, is chosen by consumers and industries alike. Greatest Brands and Leaders Asia, Middle East, Africa 2021 has created an unprecedented platform of excellence where about 120 of the finest brands and their leaders will be featured on various platforms under Asia One Media Holdings LLC.
Hello and welcome to the second episode of Greatest Brands and Leaders 2020-21 Asia, Middle East, Africa, powered by Asia One Magazine and URS Media. Through this series, we acknowledge the inspiring success stories of eminent Asian brands and leaders from across the globe who've enabled the continent to acquire a more prominent position the world over.
When you think about the world's greatest brands and leaders, you still think about, some of the Western brands, and you don't think about the Asian brands. It's exciting that the world's greatest brands and leaders, Asia GCC, has awarded more than 500 leaders and brands from across this region. We have representation today even from countries of Thailand, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India obviously, and the UAE. And I feel that, whether it's a country or a brand, the vision of the leader is extremely important. And we cover your stories and we award you and we talk about your initiatives. I also dream that the Asian and the GCC leaders need to be talked about and need to be put forward towards the world. And today some of our books and magazines are actually subscribed by a lot of the Ivy League B schools in Europe and America, where their kids and the next generation want to read about the Asian brands. And I think that's a big achievement for us.
We now bring you a very special address by the Union Minister of Minority Affairs, Government of India, Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi.
हमारा देश संभावनाओं से भरा हुआ देश है और आज अगर दुनिया में सबसे उभरती हुई आर्थिक रूप से कोई शक्ति है तो वो है मेरा हिंदुस्तान। हिंदुस्तान में जो संभावनाएं हैं उस संभावनाओं को पूरी दुनिया स्वीकार भी कर रही है, समझ भी रही है और हमें उन संभावनाओं को मजबूती देने में अपनी हिस्सेदारी और भागीदारी बराबर से करनी होगी। आई कांग्रेचुलेट एशिया वन मैगजीन एंड रजत शुक्ल जी फॉर दिस ग्रेट इनिशिएटिव।
As Asia, Africa and the Middle East have progressed to become the world's fastest growing regions, the credit goes to a steely resolve and a spirit of innovation, and to exemplary leadership at the individual and organizational level. Asia One, through its platform, intends to recognize and reward such leaders who have proven their mettle in today's fast-moving world. With that, the first category here is Asia One Global Indian of the Year 2020-21. And the honor goes to the young and dynamic Dr. Biplab Kumar Biswas, Director, Kirloskar Institute of Advanced Management Studies.
Set up in 1991 under the vision of S.L. Kirloskar in Harihar, Karnataka, Kirloskar Institute of Advanced Management Studies is a pioneer of the Indian industry. In 1998, KIAMS ventured into training bright young minds in high-quality management education to meet the managerial leadership needs of the country.
Only teaching management is not important. Teaching management along with learning, and what better learning of crisis management can happen when you manage two batches full-time amid COVID and they take care of themselves. This is what we say at KIAMS, practical learning. Don't teach only from the book, teach them by examples, ask them to manage themselves. New curriculum like analytics or Industry 4.0, which is going to transform the industry very soon, are a part of our curriculum. So we have been able to run this institution successfully because we are never in competition. A lot of people ask us, what is your competitive advantage? Our competitive advantage is we don't have any competition or we don't compete with anybody. We are a quality-oriented organization. We don't believe in quantity. Being 30-year-old campus, we still intake only 120 people, quality people, whom we know we can groom as good managers.
The next recipient in the category, India's Greatest Brands and Leaders 2020-21, Shri D. Virendra Hegde, Chancellor of Shri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara University. He's also been conferred the honor of Asia's Greatest Leaders 2020-21.
Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara University came into existence in December 2018 as a state-private university of Karnataka with the grace and sponsored by Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara Educational Society, Ujire, Karnataka. SDME Society is a premier non-profit educational organization functioning under the sacred aegis of Sri Kshetra Dharmasthala and under the able guidance of his distinguished chairperson, Sri D. Virendra Hegde. Sri D. Virendra Hegde, Chancellor of Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara University, is a multifaceted personality who dons many hats. His vision of an educational model that blends the best of tradition and modernity has proved to be the most appropriate one for our culture and times.
Sky is the limit for the growth. Today, with the advancement in technology and communication system, the growth and development of any organization is much easier than what it was 50 years ago. One can do many good things and achieve a lot. It depends upon how enthusiastic you are, how energetic you are, how much bold investments you can make. I have planned many programs from Dharmasthala institutions and Manjunatheshwara University. I have a very good team of people who want to work with me, who are working with me and who will work with me. I wish that in the shortest time we will be one of the greatest recognized universities in the world. Corporate social responsibility is not a new concept to us. Every day 99% of my energy and our organization's energy is spent on CSR. These best practices during Corona pandemic period is that we had online meetings and we have regular meetings conducted as per the norms and principles of institutions. Each one is a leader in our organization. No one is a staff or orderly, but everybody is a leader by himself. We all share the joy of success. We all share the secrets of problems and issues that are faced in this organization. Finally, I thank Asia One Media for selecting SDM University as Asia's greatest brands and leaders 2020 and 21.
The next recipient in the category India's greatest brands and leaders for the year 2020-21 is Umesh Mohannan, Executive Director and CEO, Indel Money Private Limited.
Indel Money is a non-banking finance company regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. It was given the NBFC license in 1986 and is registered with the RBI. Soon after the journey of more than 3 triumphant decades, Indel Money has its business through 191 branches in 5 states: Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and the Union Territory of Pondicherry. The success of Indel Money is largely based on the fact that it is customer-centric, which is based on a strong value system nurtured over the past 35 years. Umesh Mohannan, as the Executive Director and CEO of Indel Money, is now taking the legacy of this value system ahead for a better and brighter future for all.
Here at Indel Money, we function on the basis of values which we have inherited from our 35 years of tradition. Throughout the years, we have evolved with our traditional values along with modern outlook which we have envisaged. Elaborating more on our traditional values, we have been traditionally customer-centric. It is with this 360-degree customer-centric approach, we were able to come up with initiatives like digitization, where a customer could maintain a two-way relationship with our organization from any remote location. And as an extension of our digitization capabilities, we were able to take our branches virtually to the doorsteps of our customers, offering all our services literally at their doorsteps, giving more of customer convenience. As an initiative to harness the long-term customer relationship, Indel Money had launched India's first 2-year gold loan tenure in the NBFC sector. This basically accommodated the customers with longer tenure schemes in contrast to the traditional shorter schemes, which actually equipped the customer with new alternative capital and warranting them from the short-term maturities of their traditional loans. To sum it up, we at Indel Money do practice our traditional value that customer is our king and service is our queen.
Under the same category, India's greatest brands and leaders 2020-21, Lakshmana HP, Chairman and Managing Director, LTG Infrastructure, is the next trailblazer to claim the honour.
Engaged in a wide spectrum of quality infrastructure and township projects, LTG Infrastructure Limited has worked on a number of challenging projects from lifting homes, refinishing projects, heritage renovations to new home construction. Infrastructure and housing projects, which include roads, culverts and canals, townships, villa, apartments and commercial towers across South India are all on the cards. LTG made a beginning in 1999 and became a partnership firm in the year 2006 as LTG Constructions. The LTG Group is the brainchild of H.P. Lakshmana, a first-generation entrepreneur who has reached the pinnacle of success, though he comes from a very humble background. He has been the guiding strength behind the phenomenal growth that the LTG Group of companies have seen.
I am very much happy to receive this most prestigious and coveted India's Greatest Brands and Leaders Award. I choose to venture into this infrastructure sector because it is the largest employer in India that enables me to achieve my interest to provide large-scale employment to both skilled as well as the unskilled peoples. We are recognized as one of the reliable companies with a vision delivering infrastructure projects to match the best across the country with the unshakable commitments to quality, integrity, creation of value for all customers and stakeholders. Of course, we have won several awards in the past. This addition testimony to my commitment to get better at work so that we can achieve more such awards. Winning this award would not have been possible without our parents' blessings, our well-wishers, my family, my team at LTG, who have been a pillar of strength and have supported me in achieving this award.
Welcome back. You're watching Greatest Brands and Leaders 2020-21, Asia, Middle East and Africa, powered by Asia One Magazine and URS Media. Our next category is Asia One Women Empowerment Principles Leadership 2020-21. And the honor goes to Geeta Nagpal, Vice Chairman, Krupanidhi Group of Institutions.
Mrs. Geeta Nagpal, Vice Chairman, Krupanidhi Group of Institutions, she is an educationalist, businesswoman and philanthropist advocating women entrepreneurship who spearheaded the launch of the Karnataka chapter of Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Since the inception of Krupanidhi Group of Institutions in 1985, she has worked with her team of the best minds towards innovating newer teaching methods, emphasizing on excellence in quality education, research and entrepreneurial development. KGI was ranked as Asia's fastest growing private education institution in Karnataka by KPMG India and made it to the list of Forbes Great Indian Institutes 2018-2019. Today, Krupanidhi has more than 6,500 students from over 30 countries spread across its business school, pharmacy, physiotherapy, nursing and degree college, pre-university college and an international school.
The Krupanidhi Group now boasts of imparting exemplary education through several colleges under its wing, including an international school. The institution is also proudly associated with many other national and international universities for exchange of education and research. Academia and training go hand in hand such that the students graduate as influential and knowledgeable individuals with balanced emotional quotient filled with compassion. We also focus on research-led innovation and entrepreneurship along with numerous value-added certification courses to help our students. Krupanidhi is on a mission to provide the best state-of-art facilities to its students as well as staff, wherein they can foster the feeling of social responsibility, move towards research-driven innovation as well as benefit from the interdisciplinary learning opportunities.
Entrepreneurs conceptualize and create new businesses, bearing the brunt of the risk. By innovating, identifying and addressing existing gaps in the market, they often transform adversity into opportunity. Asia One believes such individuals deserve to be recognized in the international arena. So with that, our next category is Asia One Young Asian Entrepreneur 2020-21. And in no particular order, Shashi Jaligama, Managing Director, Gus Education India LLP, is the first proud recipient of this honor.
Gus Education India is a rapidly growing organization which is centrally servicing a fleet of eminent academic brands that are on board to fuel their presence in the education sector. GUS Education India is a blend of rich skill sets and an unrelenting enthusiasm towards quantitative results, which are two core factors that define its team. And the driving force of this group comes from the young and dynamic Shashi Jaligama, Managing Director of GUS Education India LLP. Armed with over 15 years of rich experience in digital marketing, he is currently spearheading a team of over 1,000 employees. He believes in showcasing strong commitment to ethical and professional values across the organization.
My leadership style is very simple and unique. I'm a people, progressive, innovative and transformational leader. Maybe these could be the reasons why we have seen a good growth in our India offices. We have grown from 1 employee to 1,000 employees in the span of 3 years. Also, when it comes to the brands, we have grown from 2 to 35 brands today where we are serving globally. Most importantly, we have recruited over 500 employees during pandemic. Very recently, GEI has also been awarded by BARC Asia as a Best Rising Brand of Asia 2020-2021. Very importantly, GEI has been recognized by our renowned institutions such as IIM and Harvard Business School, where they are teaching their internal students about our growth story.
The next gentleman felicitated under the category Asia One Young Asian Entrepreneur 2020-21 is Bhupinder Singh, founder and CEO, InCred.
InCred is one of India's fastest growing new age financial services groups that aims to play a meaningful role in the transformation of India's financial sector. The journey of InCred started with the dream of a young entrepreneur who was at the peak of his global investment banking career. Bhupinder Singh, founder and group CEO of InCred, headed back home with 16 years of rich experience and a vision to set up a world-class financial services company. At InCred, he began by leveraging technology and modern risk analytics to simplify the lending process, to make credit available for those who most needed it but were often excluded by traditional lending methods. In the last 2 years, the InCred Group has diversified into multiple other businesses to meet the financial needs of institutions as well as high net worth individuals, both in India and abroad.
The opportunity in financial services in India is truly immense. I'd say the most exciting in any sector, in any country in the world over the next 10 to 20 years. InCred is a new age, diversified financial services conglomerate spanning a whole host of businesses from retail and small business lending to fintech to wealth management, asset management, investment banking and capital markets. We at InCred aim to play a meaningful role in the growth and evolution of the country's financial sector, and I'm very proud that I've been able to bring on board a group of like-minded business leaders to be a part of that journey. In a short span of time, we're very well regarded in the market for our risk focus, our tech architecture, the speed of our execution, as well as our product innovation. I'd like the InCred Group to be recognized over the long term as one of the country's most trusted financial services brands. Proud as I am of all my career achievements prior to starting InCred, I have to say that nothing compares with the feeling of setting up something from scratch as an entrepreneur and watching it grow before your eyes.
The third recipient of the honor under the category Asia One Young Asian Entrepreneur 2020-21 is Siddharth Chaturvedi, Director, iSect.
iSect is India's leading social enterprise that is working in the areas of skill development and higher education to bring about an inclusive change in the semi-urban and rural areas of the country. iSect has established the Rabindranath Tagore University, which is India's first skill-based private university. The university strives to impart skill-based quality education and promote research-driven advancement of knowledge for creating successful professionals. Established in 2010, it has carved a niche for itself in Madhya Pradesh. With strong industry linkages, the university is in the forefront of skilling the youth to lead the future of the country.
The main areas in which we work are higher education, skill development and vocational training. We also work largely in financial inclusion. We work in early childhood care and education. We work in learning kits. We also work in assessments and a host of B2C and G2C services, whichever are apt for the social sector deployment, and we become the preferred organization for deploying these solutions and products at scale across rural India. So what keeps me motivated in this sector is the entire range of possibilities which come with social entrepreneurship. the possibility of creating social impact at a large scale, the possibility of touching the lives of millions of students and the rural community at large is a big motivation factor for staying invested in this sector. I think leadership for me at ISECT is leading the India's leading social enterprise and taking it to the next level while retaining the core and the main objective of the organization, which is encaptured in the logo: education, empowerment and enterprise. So through education and skilling, empowering people, and through the empowerment, helping them in entrepreneurship, micro-entrepreneurship, self-employment, or connecting them to wage-based employment.
The fourth and final recipient of the award under the category Asia One Young Asian Entrepreneur 2020-21 is Ankit Aditya Pradhan, CEO and founder, Realty Assistant.
Realty Assistant is a rising star in the real estate and property management segment. It is one of the best realty consultants which specializes in providing comprehensive solutions to meet the different facets of property buying and investment opportunities. In a short span of time, it has set up itself as the biggest real estate advisory firm in Noida. Its founder and CEO, Ankit Aditya Pradhan, founded his venture Realty Assistant to provide end-to-end property management services that aim to help its clients boost their profits in their real estate investment, be it residential or commercial. Today, Realty Assistant is one of the well-known real estate advisories in Noida. It has already delivered homes worth more than 411 crore rupees in the last financial year across Delhi NCR, with a focus on the customer and on building true client relationships.
So basically I feel that coming from a salaried background, I always felt that whenever you go and buy a real estate, a lot of your hard-earned income, I won't even call it the saving, goes into that particular decision. So I felt that a lot of duping was happening, and real estate was the most unorganized, most manipulative industries that we had, and unfortunately there was no regulatory. So I believe that now this is the time that a player should come in and a new concept of organized real estate with ethical value should be in place. So thankfully after my starting of this business in 2017, there was a new regulatory in place, that was the Real Estate Regulatory Act. So I feel good about it that I thought it way back. I feel that we are going with our pan-India expansion as well as expansion to a couple of overseas market. I feel still the NRI that we have across the globe don't have a ethical and a very transparent solutions when it comes to investing back home. So we are doing that, going towards the southern western parts of India as well as Middle East and Southeast Asia. I feel really honored. I would like to thank Asia One for giving me the Young Asian Entrepreneur of the Year 2021. And we would like to thank Asia One for creating such a wonderful platform to motivate and appreciate all the young entrepreneurs out there.
Last but certainly not least, we salute and celebrate India's fastest growing brands and leaders 2020-21. And the honor goes to Deb Mukherjee, founder and CEO of Wisdom Capital and Wish Games 11.
A veteran in the financial world in India, Deb Mukherjee pioneered the discount brokerage model in India in 2013 and created a brand called Wisdom Capital. But his passion for technology has led him to venture into an online sports arena now trending as Wish Games 11. Wish Games 11 is a new age gaming platform that aims to offer a completely innovative gaming experience to the sports lovers across cricket and other genres, and it encourages you to play and celebrate not just the spirit of online gaming experience but also win cash rewards, prizes, points and more. Wish Games 11 is an online fantasy gaming company that allows you to win cash prizes by letting you build a team, make strategies and use analytic skills to win against the opponents.
Almost a decade ago, I was able to foresee that technological merger will consolidate the capital market, and that is exactly what is happening today. I created a brand, Wisdom Capital, in 2013. The discount broking entity I established pioneered the discount broking model in India. My business mantra: to invest time and resources on technology and build teams which are capable of running as a self-sufficient units. The pandemic months pained me. They inspired me to create job opportunities. I established 3 new ventures during this period of diversified sectors, especially my most ambitious project, Wish Games 11, by which creating employment was very satisfying and joyful feeling. I would like to thank Asia One magazine for doing what they do the best, uncovering real business stories. I wish them luck for all their endeavors and thank them for having me.
The 14 successful editions of the prestigious awards being curated by Asia One and URS Media has provided a truly international platform where companies and leaders have got much needed appreciation and limelight. Through this initiative, Asia One has been successfully bridging an important gap between the actual presence of Indian, Asian and African brands and their recognition and image in the world arena.